for educational use only. Our group is allowing our instructor, Mr. Roldan Ardines, to use this as an educational material. I'm going to discuss is all about I self and me self. According to this philosopher that named William James, there are two concepts of self. There was the I self and me self. I self, this is known everything about self, while the me self was defined an empirical self and describing a personal experience. Me self was divided into 4 subcategories. These are material self, spiritual self, and social self. This theory might be true. Our self might be divided into 2 categories. There are things since we're born, and these are the things that we can change because it was already from the beginning. Those things belong to the I self. I think that it was easier to develop, and part of us that was belong to the me self, because those things came from the environment that has around us. This might be the material self, where our material needs belong, the house, clothes, and all the material things that as need by the body are with this. The spiritual self consists of our emotions, purpose, values, and other things that is related to this, and how we interact with other people, our social self. For me, the me self has the huge part in us because this was the things that was easy change and adapt. It was easy influenced by other, and this might have a big change in our life. I think our true self can be known by the I self. Than this, I self cannot be influenced by society. It was already there because it was our true self. It was truly us. And that's all. Thank you.
I'm Cristan Zamora, and I'm going to report about global versus differential models. So, self-differentiation is a word you probably don't hear in everyday usage, but it's a crucial process to living well. It's happening when you hear people speaking their minds with thoughtful conviction even though others might disapprove. It's lacking when someone spends her life rebelling against the views and values of her parents and clinging to their opposite. It's missing when someone stifles his feelings and thoughts in fear of hurting others or being rejected or shamed by them. The global self is more focused on a person's self-esteem as it refers to the overall value that a person places on himself or herself. The self-knowledge that a person labels for himself is the global self, such as telling the self that I am worthy of love, I like myself, or I am sensible. On the other side, the differentiated self is the ability of the individual to maintain his or her identity, both who they are and who they are not, in the face of challenges. What can you claim as your global self? The differentiated self, on the other hand, is a person's ability to hold on to himself, who he is and who he is not. Despite the pressure around him or her, there are times wherein a person may conform or not conform with the decisions of others without the feeling of jeopardizing his or her own goals and values. Have you experienced exercising your differentiated self? refers to the general value that person places on him or herself and should be distinguished from appraisals of specific traits or abilities. Self-differentiation involves being able to possess and identify your own thoughts and feelings and distinguish them from others. It's a process of not losing connection to self while holding a deep connection to others, including those you love, whose views may differ from yours.
I am Carl de Villacorta, and I am about to discuss real versus ideal self. Real and ideal selves are two factors that influence individual self-esteem. Identifying the differences between the two selves, understanding personal motivations, and seeking an action plan to meet the goal of the ideal self can help bridge the divide. Ultimately, bridging the real and ideal can yield positive results, such as increased confidence and self-esteem, improved goals and goal setting, and more positive interpersonal relationships. Studies suggest that individuals with a high self-esteem generally have a greater sense of self-efficacy and are more successful in achieving their goals.
Hi, my name is Menard Badar. I'm going to discuss the multiple versus unified self. We're still growing as a person. This person we're confused of what we want and who we are. We're still thinking on a decision like if we're going on a road or going to the right, or going to the left or going straight. We're still finding our true self. The multiple choice or unified self explain us that we are multiple sides of ourselves. We are acting different depending on the settings. For example, we talk differently in front of our parents and in front of our friends. Sometimes we're quiet and humble if we are talking to our parents, but we are talking to our friends, we are talkative and exchanging courtesy. Phrases like me, I am shy if I have just me, you for that first time, but I have you are part of my life. I am no longer the one you have met before. State that we self consists of the true and false self. The false self is the self we are hiding and running from it. We are trying to correct, and the false self is the thing that everybody assumes on you, and the true self is yourself. When we are alone, you are freely expressing your true self. If you are alone, for example, I am myself when I am alone, doing some weird things like observing people's eyes and trying to guess what people thinking, that I am the only one who know that I have habit of that. When I meet my classmates or friends, I'm not the person. I am enjoying the moment, and I am with them that I am telling stories every second. I am the showy person to the others. I am hiding all my problems all because I like them. To see me is a jolly person that I have no problems in life. There are person I trust that I am open with them with my problems. I am treasuring and I have trust of them. That's all.
I'm Marden Boyonas. I'm here in front of you to discuss our topic, which is all about true self and false selves. First, true self. True selves, it's referred to our natures that we are living free. No more hidings, no behind the stories, but only true. We cannot feel afraid or worries at all. For example, teachers give you the quiz, I think 1 to 10. quiz, 1 to 10 items, and you are answering your own. You are not cheating. You are not see your phone or your classmates or what else. One of the example of truthful people. You are not cheating your quiz. And the second is false self. False self is, I think, empty or lack of confidence. For example, a teacher give you the film exam and you are cheating, you are see your classmates and your phone, you are cheating. Second is you are see your phone. What is the example of true self, false self rather? And this topic is you need to discuss a lot because this topic very understandable and most of people is understand this topic and also these words because this word is always encountered, and that's all.
Hello everyone, my name is Buot and I'm gonna tackle about proactive and agentic self. Let's tackle first about agentic self. So the word agentic self is described as an individual power to control his or her own goals, actions, and density. So what does it mean? From the word agency, it defines as the capacity, condition, or state of action or exerting power. Let me give you an example. A girl chose her dream course. While she is walking, she told herself, I must do my obligations to pass my studies and to learn from my subjects. I must be reactive towards the things that and circumstance that might be happen and will happen. Based on the example, she is showing an attitude that agentic self behavior. A self-promoter known as her own self-worth, abrasive and incisive, which is proactive self. So, what is proactive self? Proactive means acting in anticipation of future problems, needs, or changes. So, what does it mean? Being proactive means thinking about